Welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch. It's your host, Uncle Scotty. It is episode number 30, and I got a special one for you today. And before we get into that with the special, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and click on the notifications. So, subscribe, like, and click on the notifications. They are going up. Um, it is a Thursday afternoon, June the 13th, 2024, at about 10 minutes till 4. And we're going to get started on today's cigar review. Now, here's the thing about it. It's going to sound real cheesy, but we're doing the 30th episode with the 30th anniversary of the CAO Cameroon 5x50 Robusto. Is a Cameroon wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and filler. It's nutty, toasty, coffee, and cocoa. It's been sitting in the humidor for about 11 months now. 11 months now. Almost a year it's been sitting in the humidor. So we're finally getting to it. I saved it just for this one. So 30th episode, 30th anniversary of the CAO Cameroon. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Um, we have started the CAO 30th anniversary, Cameroon. We're in the first third, and so far it's kind of light. It is a light toasty, nutty, yes, a light coffee, cocoa, light. So far is light. I'm not really picking up anything that's medium to strong on this one so far. It is a box press. Um, that's good. And that, usually box press is the purpose, like when you set them down, that they won't roll for some people, or some people like the feel of the box press, or whenever you make a particular cut, like I made a V cut in this one, um, some people may like that. So it's just your particular preference. So far, it's okay. It's starting out pretty light. I'm gonna call this one at about an hour and a half. So we're looking at maybe 5:15 on this one before we finish it. At least a 5. It's burning real good. Has a nice little has a nice aroma to it. Not as much as the CA Gold. The CA Gold was butterscotch. That was a nice aroma. On this one, um, it doesn't have any aftertaste. The pace on this one is probably about 3, no more than 4 puffs on the pace. So that's about average. You don't want to overheat the cherry too much. The draw on it is pretty good. I've kept the humidor around 70, so the draw is pretty good. Kick and relaxation on this one. It's too early to call, but nice, pleasant aroma. Um, Light body taste so far. I feel like this is probably going to be a medium body cigar. So far, it just has a light taste in the first third. And the price on this one, usually I wait to the end, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I don't want to forget. I did one episode like that. I forgot to tell you what the price was. But for this one, it averages about $5. So once again, I get mine online. If you send me a comment or whatnot, I'll let you know where I got them at. But make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and click on the notification links for the channel. We're working on the CAO Cameroon 30th anniversary for the 30th episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. Stay tuned with your host, Uncle Scotty. Alrighty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are episode 30, this CAO 30th anniversary Cameroon. And we're finishing up on the first third, about ready to start the second third, and I just wanted you to see the ash on this one. It's a little crooked. I'm about ready to try to tape it up, taper it up a little bit, fix it up a little bit. But the construction is holding. The taste is still light. Starting to get a little aftertaste. So I don't know if my puffs are going too much or whatnot, but we're gonna figure it out in the second third. So far, not very impressive. Not bad, just not very impressive. I'm waiting for the kick or waiting for something special about this one. Once again, I had the CA Gold, and that one was that had a special smell, a nice little kick to it, flavor wise. Then they had the CAO Colombia. That one was pretty good. It was decent. This CAO Cameroon, especially with the Cameroon wrapper, I'm a little surprised at it so far. But once again, it's in the first third. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. We're going to start the beginning of the second third, and hopefully this one will pick up some. I'm going to take this ash off on it, and maybe that might correct it a little bit. We're going to find out, so stay tuned. All righty, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. We're reviewing this CAO Cameroon 30th anniversary. Um, I'm not real impressed with this one today. I was saving up for the 30th episode for the 30th anniversary of Cameroon. I'm in the second third of this one, and the best thing I can say about this one is the aroma. It's a nice, pleasant, relaxing aroma. Um, the it's a light kind of coffee, um, a light toasty cocoa kind of coffee. On the scale of 1 to 10, as far as the flavor on it, I would give it maybe a 3. Um, so far, it's not very impressive, and the aftertaste went down after I ashed it. I've slowed down on the puffs to no more than 2 to 3, hoping that that will correct the situation. It did a little, but so far I'm not impressed. We're into the second third, probably the first part of the second third, and we'll continue to work on this one. Stay tuned as we are on the 30th episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. So I'm about to give myself a big clap of hands. Yay! 30 episodes. Subscribers are going up. Please keep them going. Please keep them coming in. Tell your friends, your family, anybody that you know. Tell them, hey, look, subscribe to the channel. Listen in. I'm thinking, which I shouldn't be, but because I'm a little bit disappointed in this one so far, it better pull it out. It needs to pull it out in the end of the second third or in the final third. I hope it pulls it out. I'm already thinking about the next episode. So we'll see. I'm still hoping for it. I'm still cheering for it. It's third quarter and you're down by 2 touchdowns. The game's not over. It's a 60-minute game. So I'm still hoping that this one is going to pull it out. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and click on the notification link. Stay tuned as we are on the second third of this CAO 30th anniversary Cameroon. Alrighty, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are on the end of the second third, the middle of the second third. Yeah, middle of the second third, probably start the middle of the second third, working toward the final of the second third. Whew. And I figured out with the taste on it, I had to slow down on the puffs. So instead of 3 to 4, I'm doing maybe 2, 3 tops, and that's helped the aftertaste. It slowed the cherry down, so that corrected that part. So far this would make a good morning cough, a morning cigar or whatnot. I wouldn't say a mid-afternoon. If you were up in the morning, you wanted to have a cigar to start your day out with, you could start out with something like this. It is not a medium body cigar. To me, it's a heavy light cigar on this one so far. So I just wanted to see this. We'll show you this one with the band. I'm about ready to take off the band, and it's starting to turn a little brown. The band is, that heat's getting to it, and we're gonna start working on finishing up the second third of second third is second third. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch. Alrighty, we are back, or I am back. This is your host, Uncle Scotty, with Cigars on the Front Porch, reviewing the Cameroon 30th anniversary. I just started into the final third, and it picked up. It finally, well, it settled down and it picked up. It settled down as far as it being accurate, a little bitter, light. And the final third, the real flavor is starting to come out. The cocoa, it's got some cocoa in it, and that's good. Cocoa's maybe a four. Four, yeah, four. I don't want to give it any more than that. Still toasty coffee. So toasty coffee, and it picked up to like the cocoa really kind of is kicking in and it's helping. It's gotten smoother. The smell has gotten a little bit. The aroma's gotten better. Well, it wasn't bad, but the aroma's increased. So the final third, I'm hoping that it's going to pull it out a little bit better. So I just want to give you that update on that one. But we're on the final third of the CAO Cameroon 30th anniversary, on the 30th episode of Cigars on the Front Porch. So proud of me. Stay tuned. All right. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. This is your host, Uncle Scotty. We are on the 30th anniversary of the CAO Cameroon, and I'm going to call it on this one. I could probably squeeze out of maybe another 15 to 30 more minutes with this one. I'm going to call it. The cocoa picked up in the final third, which helped it out some. Um, it's not a horrible cigar. It is not a good cigar either. Let me know in the comment section. This would be one of the cigars I would carry with me for that one person. It's always one that is asking for a cigar and they don't have any on them. And that happens from time to time. That will happen. But you know the one that doesn't smoke on a regular basis, the one that never like gives you a cigar back or never trades a cigar. They just always kind of asking for one. That's not the word I want to use. But they're always asking for a cigar, and then they, after 15, 20 minutes, they're done with it, and then they want to put it out like a cigarette, or they just like, can we cut this and I can use it later. They didn't block out the time for it. They just wanted one because everybody else had one. This one's for them. It's always that one. You could tell them, say, look, man, cigars, they're not necessarily cheap. This one's the inexpensive one. It's $5. But some of the ones are more expensive. They've been in your humidor for a while. You've taken good care of them. This one, the wrapper started to come off. I'm not quite sure why. The humidity was just fine. Maybe it was because I took it out of the cellophane. That's another thing I'm starting to learn. If you do have a cigar, keep it in the cellophane until you're about ready to smoke it. It's going to protect the integrity of the cigar. It's going to protect. I've never had an issue with a cigar that's been in cellophane. And you take it out, it's not going to fall apart. It's not going to crumble. It's not going to crack. None of that other stuff. And this one did. I'm disappointed in this one. It is not what I thought it would be. It's like one smidget from being a bad cigar and one smidget from being a decent cigar. This is a giveaway cigar. I, I'm glad I only got 4 left. Those I'll be giving away. But thank you for joining me for Cigars on the Front Porch. This is your host, Uncle Scotty. For the 30th episode, I wanted the 30th episode to be a bang. I wanted to be like pow, 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 fireworks and all that. But it's not. And I guess that's kind of how life is sometimes. Sometimes it's just not like that. There's no way nobody said it has to be or that You can mandate it to be that way. It just kind of is. But we're gonna put this one out. Thank you, and once again, as I always say, you're important. You're special. You're made for a purpose. You're unique. You're loved. Love yourself. Don't let anybody discourage you or put you down. Keep your head up. One foot in front of the other. Take it 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year at a time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for spending 15 plus minutes with me with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. 31st episode, thinking about something special, something different, something unique, as I always do. Stay tuned. Once again, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, click on the notification link for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Thank you.